Are you a devil worshipper? Did I do something wrong when I was pregnant? Who was influencing you? To my mother's credit, the thing that she never did was let me go. The idea of sitting with them and telling them I am gay was unthinkable. If somebody asked me when did I know I was gay, perhaps I always knew. And hence I kept figuring out, thinking of ways to make it okay. Nothing made me happy because everything felt like a lie. We're not going anywhere. We're living in this country. Please give us our rights. I don't think that I'm very out and proud. I don't think that I have a story that inspires young people. And I think I qualify as a senior gay now. I'm fairly old. So I came out a long time ago. At the time, it was pretty traumatic, it was pretty daunting. For whom perhaps this is still a question, not so much of accepting who you are, but how do you tell people? I feel like in India, coming out is that, right? I do feel like there's a certain level of confidence that we all have in who we are. The issue is the biases come with those around us, or at least that was my story. And I think that all my life I tried to do everything that I could to fit in. I worked backwards. If somebody asked me when did I know I was gay, perhaps I always knew. And hence I kept figuring out, thinking of ways to make it okay. So when I was very young, I thought that if I'm very smart, I'm very academically bright, somehow it'll be okay because I'm very smart. I had no plan, but I thought that was the case. And that's what I did. I studied really hard. I did all the hardest courses. I got the most coveted jobs. And I thought that would work. And somehow life would just be okay because people would look at me and not see me as something else. Coming out was the hardest thing. I thought I'd never do it. I thought that I would work very hard, make a lot of money, and nobody would look at me and think gay. Nobody would look at me and think, I think she likes women. Till a certain point when I was 24 or 25, I couldn't take it anymore. Nothing made me happy because everything felt like a lie. There were a thing on the internet where people could anonymously sometimes write about their lives. And I'd read about this Indian woman who anonymously wrote a blog, and that was the most, imagine that, an anonymous blog by an Indian who didn't live in India. And that seemed so relatable to me. I was 24. I have grown up in Bombay, fairly liberal, but I had never heard of another woman who made her life work as a gay person. And that was just, it meant so much to me that nothing was the same after that. It seems so traumatic now. I look back and I laugh because I came out to my closest friends and families. These were people that loved me, that would do nothing to hurt me. But the idea of sitting with them and telling them I am gay was unthinkable. Not that I come from a privileged family or a privileged background, but I would say I was privileged enough that everyone that I came out to heard me out. And even if they didn't understand immediately, they were there. So that I was lucky. To my mother's credit, the thing that she never did was let me go. In fact, I came out to her and we spent the whole night chatting. I went to work the next day, I came back and she sat me down and she said, if you think because you told me this, you can leave my house, you're wrong. I am never letting you go. So we made a deal that night. She said, completely like foolish, none of us believed it, but she said, you try to be with a man and I'll try to accept that you're gay. And I was like, fine, that's great for me. And we never chatted about it. We never chatted about it ever again. And my father, who I thought would be far more difficult, I'm South Indian. South Indian fathers are not very talkative, they're quiet, they're strict. I never really came out to him. I just literally lived my life. I met someone, introduced them to my parents as someone, moved out of my home, got a dog, still never came out to my father. I just kind of left it there, things unsaid with fathers. And one day my mother called me, and my mom had said, "Don't come out to dad. He will have a heart attack." So I was like, "Great, I'm not taking that responsibility. You do it." She said, "Fine, I'll do it." And then she called me one day and said, "I am so shocked. I told dad." And he said, "I've known. I've always known. I knew you couldn't handle it, so I didn't tell you." Living your life, finding someone, settling down, getting a home, having a steady income, thinking about children or whatever it is, cats, dogs that you want, that's the real coming out. Last year, after some discussion, we decided to petition the Supreme Court because we do have a son. We adopted a son some years ago. And without getting into the modalities, most of you all are either queer or allies here, so you all know that you cannot adopt or have children as a gay couple in this country or a queer couple. And I think that our petition was less about love. It was less about queerness, and it was more about just rights, you know. You can find a way around bank accounts, insurance, everything you can find a way. But why should we, right? And when you're single or when you're childless, you still are okay. But when you have a child, then you realize that you don't want your child to grow up ever questioning your relationship with them. And that was where we were coming from. And although we are a very private couple, we decided that this is the moment to be brave, and this is the moment to put ourselves out there, to put our son out there, and to say that, we're not going anywhere. We're living in this country. Please give us our rights. And as you know, we lost. So that's what it is. But I think that going into it, we knew that even if we lose, the important thing for us would be when our son was older, if he read about this petition, and if he knew we weren't part of it, he'd wonder why, right? Why were we hesitating and telling the world that we're his parents? And that's what pushed us over the edge. And I wanted my son to know that we were brave enough to tell everybody who supported us and those who didn't support us that this is our son, we're raising him, it's none of your business. To any young person out there, it's completely, totally, and absolutely possible. And you must find love and support where you can. And where there's rejection and opposition, choose what you have to do. Be patient, take your time, but gather those who are your support system and move forward with your life and live your life. And don't let this be a hindrance. You just waste your time. I regret waiting 24 years to come out. I wish I'd done it when I was much sooner.